Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm Councillor Terry Mason, Cabinet Member for Planning and Business Enterprise here at South Staffordshire Council, and I want to take this opportunity to explain a little about our emerging local plan and the preferred options consultation, which runs for 6 weeks from Monday the 1st of November until 5 p.m. on Monday the 13th of December 2021. We would welcome your views on our approach and the evidence which underpins it, including the infrastructure delivery plan and other studies. We need as many residents as possible to engage in the consultation and share their views, but we urge you to focus on the planning reasons why you feel proposals may not be appropriate, and equally encourage you to set out what alternative proposals you consider suitable so that we are able to meet our future development needs, and any reasons why you believe this to be the case. The easiest way to respond is through our new consultation portal available via our web pages that allows residents to save drafts of their response, as well as to view other responses that have been received once they're published. The preferred strategy is infrastructure-led, which means we propose to spread developments in a manner that will maximise opportunities to deliver new infrastructure, whilst also allocating in areas that have better existing levels of infrastructure relative to other locations. The plan will cover the period from 2018 to 2038. The direction of the local plan has been driven by extensive engagement with local members, but these are just draft proposals at this stage and are not set in stone. Proposals may change when robust planning reasons to justify changes are put forward through the consultation. Protecting the Greenbelt as far as possible is our utmost priority, and having an up-to-date plan in place helps us to do this, as it helps guard against unplanned speculative development. Having a plan in place enables future development to be planned across the district strategically, ensuring necessary infrastructure is delivered rather than on a piecemeal basis. We are aware that some of the messaging from government is giving the impression that there should be no development in the Greenbelt. However, their own national planning policy framework is clear that Greenbelt boundaries may need to be reviewed through a local plan. South Staffordshire is approximately 80% Greenbelt, with the majority of the remainder classed as open countryside and only a very small amount of brownfield land. There are calls across the whole country to use only brownfield land, but with the small amount we have, it's impossible to meet what is demanded of us without affecting our Greenbelt. We have looked at all non-Greenbelt options and have sought to maximise these, but the preferred strategy does unfortunately involve the inclusion of some Greenbelt sites. Of course, if the government's recent messaging around Greenbelt does result in a change to legislation and/or national planning policy, we will revisit our Greenbelt proposals in accordance with the new policy. However, until such time as this happens, we need to progress our local plan on the basis of the requirements of the current arrangements. UK national policy as it currently stands dictates how we calculate our own housing need and also imposes on us a duty to cooperate with neighbouring authorities to consider assisting with any shortfalls they may have. It is evident from the recently published Black Country Plan that they are unable to meet their own identified housing and employment needs in full, and therefore, as an authority that shares a substantial boundary with the Black Country, it's essential that we consider what role South Staffordshire may have in meeting some of their needs. This is critical in order to be able to show to the planning inspector, who will independently examine our plan, that we have met the duty to cooperate, which is a key test in order to have our plan approved. Clearly, we appreciate that planning for new development is often very contentious and concerning for our local communities. However, having a plan in place is the best way to manage development in the longer term, and the government are very clear that we must have a plan in place by the end of 2023. Residents are understandably concerned, and we have a very difficult decision to make in balancing providing new homes and protecting as much of the Greenbelt as possible. The preferred options sets out sites for housing, employment, and pitches for our gypsy and traveller community for the period 2018 to 2038. Sites have been chosen based on robust planning evidence and to meet that current national planning policy and legal duty to cooperate. Finally, as Cabinet member responsible for planning, I wish to urge you again to read the preferred options document and send us your comments on the plan and get engaged with the consultation before it closes at 5 p.m. on the 13th of December. We are doing more than we've ever done with previous consultations by holding virtual consultation events covering each of our 5 localities, as well as offering appointment slots at various village halls and community centres, together with pre-booked appointments directly with members of the strategic plans team, either by telephone or via Microsoft Teams. Details of these are on the council web pages, or you can inquire by telephoning the office. Planning officers are also available throughout the consultation for telephone or MS Teams appointments and are happy to discuss with you any of your concerns or any other aspect of the consultation. Thank you for watching and listening.